So I have this lens, a 50mm, and this lens, a 35mm, and this one on my camera, a 24mm. But I don't need any of those lenses if I have this lens, 24-70 2.8. Hey, what's up guys, this is Andrei Restrepo and welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be talking about one of my new favorite photography lenses, the 24-70 2.8 version 2 by Canon. It's honestly been the only lens on my camera for any photography gigs that I've done, so let me tell you why this is an awesome lens. First off, before we get into this video, I wanted to thank Canon and Houston Camera Exchange, my local camera shop, for lending me this lens for the past couple weeks to test out. If you haven't checked them out and you live here in Houston, check them out below. They have a great selection of used and new gear, and that's honestly where I get all of my local gear from, so check them out in the link below. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about with this lens is the image quality that you get out of this. When I put this on my 5D Mark IV and started taking some shots, I immediately saw a difference just looking at the raw file. I shoot with a lot of the Sigma Art series. You know, they're really great lenses, super sharp, wide open, and so I have a 24, a 35, and a 50. And the second I put this on, I could immediately see a difference just looking at the raw file. On my camera and in Lightroom, I could see a sharpness difference. Image quality was the biggest thing. It just looks different and better, honestly. But you don't have to just use this on a high-end camera. You know, even though this is a full-frame lens, this fits on a crop sensor camera, no problem. Just multiply 24mm times your crop factor. If it was a Canon crop camera, then it would be times 1.6, and so just keep that in mind. The second thing I want to talk about this lens is that you get an f2.8 constant throughout all your focal lengths, and that's honestly so handy for a couple reasons. You're at 24mm, you can shoot at 2.8, and even if you're at 70mm, you're at 2.8. If you put this at 70mm and shoot at f2.8, you're going to get a beautifully compressed background that is still super sharp, which makes this an incredible portrait lens. And then if you're at 24mm and you're in a low light situation and you're shooting a group of people or a landscape and you need to go down to 2.8 to let in more light, you can do that with this lens. So image quality and sharpness are well worth the price tag for this lens, because this is a Canon L lens and it is worth $16.99. And I know what you're thinking, man, that is quite an expensive lens, but like I said, this lens could easily replace all three of my lenses that I own, because this has been the only lens I've been carrying around in my bag and on my camera. And if you add up the value of all my other lenses, they're gonna be more expensive than just owning this. So now let me give you a couple of drawbacks that I noticed only shooting with this lens for the past couple weeks. It is an f2.8. While that is great for a zoom lens, I was also used to having that capabilities of having a wider aperture at 1.4 like my Sigma Arts. I do hope this year we see more zoom lenses with a faster aperture, like, you know, a 24-70 2.0 would be awesome. I think Canon already released a 28-70 f2.0, which is incredible. That's basically having like a fast prime at every single focal length. So I'm dying to test that out with the EOS R soon. Another drawback with this lens, it is very heavy. You know, most L glass is super heavy, and so it's not been too bad because it's been the only lens in my bag, like I mentioned. But if you pair this and a 16-35 and a 70-200 or a couple other lenses, your bag's gonna get heavy pretty quick. But it is a good trade-off for the image quality and the sharpness that you get out of this lens. And yeah, that's the only drawbacks I had. There was no complaint on image quality and sharpness and just the bokeh you get on this. Everything was honestly a 10 out of 10 for me, and so I've been extremely happy. A little bummed I have to give this back. I think I'll be investing in this here pretty soon. But that is it for this video, guys. Just a quick little recap on the 24-70 2.8 version 2 from Canon. After this video, I have to go and return it. But it's been an awesome experience. It's been really cool because one of my favorite things about testing out new gear is it definitely puts you in a new perspective, and you have to shoot differently because you're not shooting with the gear that you're used to. But that's it for this video, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment down your thoughts on a 24-70 and let me know if you also own one and how you like it. And subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.